Hi guys, this is going to be your daily energy reading for September 13th, 2018. This message can resonate with you whenever you are guided to watch it. Now, the last reading that I did on September 11th, I talked about coming into your own personal power because I really feel like a lot of us have given our power away or have kept ourselves small or haven't really been shining our light as brightly for whatever reason. You know, for some of you, you hadn't really come into your full self-confidence. For some of you, there was a particular person who you were giving your power away to. But that is all changing now. And I really feel like there has been such a big shift in the energy. And I feel like now, those of you who have not been in your full power and are now stepping into yourself, you're really starting to get to know this brand new you. So this reading is going to be a continuation on that, and we're going to see how this shift kind of progresses. And yeah, I'm super excited for this, and I got such a great response on that video. So it just is telling me that you guys are really progressing right along, and I've noticed more comments of people who are focusing on themselves, focusing more on their self-love, and you guys have no idea how happy that makes me. Because I feel like a lot of times in life, we think that we need other people in order to be powerful, but the truth is we are powerful just as we are. We are whole just as we are, and we don't need anyone else to complete us. And when you come into that realization, that is when true power begins. Now, bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. So what I felt from that other reading was that we were all more in the Page of Cups, right? Just beginning to start to really realize, okay, I have full control over my emotions. And now that you understand that you have full control over your emotions, now that you've taken your power back, now that you are no longer letting other people affect your emotional state, it's now a time to really figure out, okay, what do I need to do differently to ensure that that doesn't happen? What things do I need to put in place? For example, what boundaries do I need to put in place so that that doesn't happen again? So I feel like for a lot of you, this is a very introspective time, and you might be thinking a lot about the past, and not in a, oh, I miss this person or I miss the situation type of way, but more of like an analytical kind of way. Like, okay, what did I do or how did I contribute to the situation where my emotions got hurt? Okay. We have the Seven of Cups. So now that you have all of this power, now that you have come into all these big realizations, you also have a lot of choices, okay? There's a lot of different ways that you can proceed. You can move forward now just doing your own thing and being happy about that. You can move forward now possibly in a new relationship, which we're going to get into in 1 second. You can move forward now just, worried about your family or worried about your career, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to delegate your time, your energy, your effort towards, that is what is available to you right now. Now, for some of you, and I feel like this is a lot of you, you are ready, or you're getting to the point where you're going to be ready for something new, okay? You're going to want some type of new emotional connection, because I strongly feel that a lot of the connections that we've been in really have not been serving our highest good. And you guys might notice this with friendships, with romantic partners, with lovers, with coworkers. You may really have recently felt or seen a very big divide in the people that you can really resonate with and the ones that you've just been tolerating. And if you've have found that the majority of your connections are ones that you're not resonating with, you are now wanting to find connections which you can truly be this new authentic you. So what I feel strongly is that for a lot of you, you are going to be moving forward into new relationships, ones in which your needs are going to be met. Because what I strongly feel is that for a lot of you who have been watching me for a while, like if you've been watching me since the beginning, or even if you've been watching me recently, there's probably been one particular person that you've had in mind while watching these readings. And you may have very recently, I feel like this month of September, you may have very recently realized that that person is not who you need them to be right now. And it doesn't mean that they can't be the person that you need them to be in the future. It's just that right now, because you love yourself so much, because you care about yourself so much, you're not going to allow people in your space who just aren't doing it for you anymore. Like, by allowing people to mistreat you and allowing people to just kind of be around you but not contribute anything positive to your life is actually a disjustice to you. It's actually disrespectful to you, and it's not self-love. And I think a lot of you have realized that, and I'm definitely seeing that in the comments and with the readings. People are wanting to know about new connection. They want to see new love that's coming in. They're done with this person, or they're starting to get done, or they're just wanting clarity on this current person. But for the most part, everyone is wanting to move on to something new, something fresh, something that they're actually going to feel good about. Because a lot of you haven't felt good for a long time, and I feel like you're hitting the end of that. Like, you want to feel good now, because this is more of where you're at, the sun. You're ready for positivity in your life. You're ready for good vibes in your life. You're ready for that. You're over all of the nonsense of the past. And this is beautiful. I love to see you guys all, stepping into this and moving forward and, not playing the victim anymore and taking responsibility for ourselves, There's been a lot of people who have been taken advantage of. There's been a lot of people who have been holding on to people who really shouldn't have been there in the first place. And it's only because a lot of us weren't holding on to ourselves, because we didn't have the strength to do that. And because of that, we've been feeling left out in the cold. You see how that works? When you don't have the strength to hold on to yourself and to do what's in your best interest, and you try to hold on to people just for the sake of them being there, or just because you feel like they are your soulmate, or you feel like, they're supposed to be, or I have this amazing connection, which all of that is true. If you feel like you have an amazing connection with someone, you probably do. But I feel like what is changing is that you don't want to feel left out in the cold by this person if it's so amazing, right? If this person is so amazing, if they're everything, then why do they make you feel like this? And that's where this Ace of Cups is coming in, because a lot of you are realizing, okay, I love that person. I would do anything for that person. I have such amazing memories with that person. I see such a great future with that person, whatever. But that person is not who I need them to be right now. They are not adding value to my life right now. So I'm going to have some self-respect, and I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to do me. So I strongly feel that a lot of you are moving into new connections. And this doesn't have to only be romantic. This can be friendships too. Because I feel like a lot of you have been in toxic friendships that maybe just people you were friends with for a long period of time that you, again, just kind of felt like they were supposed to be in your life, or maybe you didn't have any other friends at the time, but you're wanting new friendships that are going to resonate with you more, where you can truly be your full authentic self with people who do not judge you. And this also could be with coworkers. I just feel like all in all, you guys are starting to want better for yourself, and that is such a beautiful thing. Okay, so we have the King of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Fountain card, which has been coming up a lot, the Six of Coins, the Seven of Coins, the Five of Wands, the World, and the Ace of Swords. So we have the King of Wands. So like I said, a lot of you are wanting better for yourself. And I feel like a lot of you have been keeping yourself small, or you've been doubting yourself, or you haven't been doing what you want because you've been bogged down with something from the past. We have the Eight of Swords here. There's been something that your mind has been stuck on. I feel like a lot of us have been in these thought loops for like months now, maybe some of you guys years, possibly, but you've had the same recurring thoughts. And for some of us, it was like a defense mechanism, right? It was your mind's way of trying to protect you and trying to help you to figure things out. But for some of you, you've just been in an illusion of what you thought was real, and you're coming to find out that it's not. And now that a lot of you are breaking out of that illusion, you're able to really hone in on what you are really passionate about and what you really want to spend your time doing, and what the way that you want to live your life and the way that you want to be perceived. And if you are beating yourself up about this, don't. Because the King of Wands, he's not necessarily like trying to get to any one particular place or any one particular goal. For him, it's about the journey. And for a lot of you, this is more about the journey. It's about what you're learning and how you're growing through the process, not necessarily getting something at the end, like achieving a relationship or achieving a job or achieving a certain amount of money. That's not really what it's about. It's about the person that you're becoming. So if you have been stuck in a particular way of thinking, that is okay. Okay? That is completely okay. Because now we have the Fountain card and the Six of Coins. So now that you are grounding yourself more to the present moment, you're grounding yourself more to the here and the now, and you're existing more in the now, and you're letting go of the past, right? In the last reading, I talked about how a lot of us have been kind of stuck on some idea or a person from the past, and that has prevented us from realizing how whole we were. This card is coming up again in the reading, really telling me that a lot of you guys are dropping your expectations for what you expect to happen. Okay, a lot of you guys are dropping being attached to an outcome, because you realize that even if you want a certain thing to happen, what is meant to happen is going to happen. And the only thing you really have control over is how much of your energy, your time, your emotions, whatever you want to give, and analyzing how much people are giving back to you. And I feel like this is really what you're more concerned about now, is making sure that there is an equal give and take in every relationship that you come in contact with. So for example, some of you guys are at jobs where your employers are asking too much of you and you're not getting compensated, and it feels like you're getting robbed. And you may have been doing this job for a while and you're just now coming into the realization of how your employer is taking advantage of you. For a lot of you, you're realizing that maybe friends are taking advantage of you, right? They only want to be around you at certain periods of time when you're only doing this or when you can offer them something, but they're not there when you need something. And for a lot of you, this isn't a partnership. A lot of you have been giving a lot to a partnership or a relationship, and you have not been getting the same amount of effort back. And I feel like you're not necessarily fighting these people, you just have a greater awareness. Now, we have the 7 of Coins and the 5 of Wands. So for me, I feel like this is stagnation. I feel like a lot of us have been quite stagnant for the past couple of months, and you're now having issue with this stagnation. I feel like as Mars has turned direct and Saturn's going direct, it's like now you're realizing, wow, I have been holding myself back, right? I've been stuck in this thought loop and it wasn't doing anything for me. It wasn't serving me. I don't know why I was doing that. And you're having an issue with that. So for some of you, you've been stuck in a situation for a long time and you're just now realizing how toxic the situation is, or how the situation is not serving you or giving you anything. So for some of you, you may be in a living situation that you realize now is just not serving you, and you can't do it. Tensions are getting high and you just can't do it anymore. For some of you, you've been in a job that you're like, this job is killing me and I can't do it anymore. And you're just now realizing how bad it really is. And again, for a lot of you, this is a relationship that you've been very stagnant in, that you now realize, I can't keep going on like this anymore. So then finally, we have the World and the Ace of Swords. So this awakening, this realization is allowing you to finally close the door on a chapter of your life that has needed to be closed for so long. Because you have the truth now. And I feel like it may not necessarily be that the situation has revealed its truth. For some of you, it has. But I feel like for most of you, it's that you have uncovered your own truth. You have realized how you've been keeping yourself stuck and how you truly feel about the relationship. Because I feel like for some of you, you've been in a partnership and you've had feelings about it that you've been putting on the back burner or you've been holding down, but they've been your genuine feelings, but you haven't wanted to admit it, or that you felt attached to it for some reason, you felt stuck to it, but now you're like, you know what? This is how I really feel about it. And now that you can finally admit that and say that, now you're able to really act from a place of truth. as opposed from just acting how you thought you were supposed to act in that situation. But all in all, what I really feel is that a big chapter of your life is ending and a brand new one is beginning. And I feel like this new chapter is going to be so much more authentic to you. It's going to be so much more truthful, and I feel like it is going to bring about a lot of new emotional beginnings for a lot of you. So let's go ahead and let's pull some cards from The Universe Has Your Back deck. Beautiful. So it says, I honor how I want to feel. Yes, absolutely. It's no longer about, oh, I don't want to make this person feel this way, or I'm scared of this person's going to think I'm crazy, or they're going to think I'm weird, or, I don't want to cause problems or whatever. No, that's done. You are truly honoring your own emotions. If you feel betrayed, you feel betrayed. If you feel upset, you feel upset. Okay? It's no more, oh, well, this person has this going. No. It's done. I feel like what's happening is you're just being realistic now. You may be the type of person that gives people the benefit of the doubt and kind of, just lets people act the way they want to act, and you kind of just take the brunt of it. But now you're realizing that you're not getting anywhere by doing that. By you worrying about everyone else's emotions, you're not getting anywhere. You are only hurting yourself. And what you're going to find is when you act from your real emotions, you're going to really find out who's really there for you. Because I feel like there are people in your life who expect you to be a certain way, or they know you as like the kind person or the giving person. So they feel that they can take from you, or they feel that you're always going to be like that. But when you start to act the way from a place of truth, they might get defensive, or, whoa, I didn't know you could be like that. And it's like, yeah, this is how I feel. And some people are going to respect that, and some people won't. So I really feel like a lot of you are going to be losing connections. Okay, for some of you, you're going to be losing relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, co-workers, business partners, okay? Because you now realize that it's more important that you feel good than making sure that everyone else feels good. Like, you can only really focus on your own emotions. That's the reality of this. Like, you can't really be responsible for the way that someone else feels. If someone else feels some type of way, then that's their business. That's their issue that they have to work out. But you will always feel good if you honor what you want, if you say what you feel. If you are always true to yourself, you're never going to be upset about that. Because I feel like a lot of you have been trying to take responsibility for other people's actions, and you've tried to take responsibility for other people's emotions at your own detriment, and it has not gotten you anywhere. So now it's time for a new approach. It's time to do something different. So moving forward, I think that you're just going to have to be unapologetically yourself. And like I said, the people who love you, who believe in you, who want the best for you, who genuinely support you are going to be there. They're going to understand that. And the people who want to keep you small, the people who want you to be quiet, and people who want to keep you in a box, those people will reveal themselves to you. And then you will be able to make a decision of, do I want to keep this person in my life, or is it time to respectfully move forward and allow that person to move forward on their journey? So I hope that this has helped. I hope that it has given you some clarity for the day. And again, I want to genuinely, as always, thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. Though I may not respond to every comment, I read them and I feel with you guys. I'm excited for you guys. When you guys tell me that good stuff is going on in your life, I'm like right there with you, cheering you on. And I'm so proud of those of you who have been with me for a while, who are just soaring forward and moving forward. And I really want to start doing these types of readings more frequently, just to kind of keep up with how this is progressing and how the energy is moving forward. So let me know if you guys are really resonating with this, if you've been liking these kind of like daily readings, like not necessarily love readings. Of course, I like the love readings because I think that we can learn a lot of lessons through love. And I might do a love reading after this. We'll see. But yeah, just let me know. Okay? So I wish you guys the best. If you are waiting for a private reading, I am rolling those out. You guys have been keeping me so busy with that. If you're waiting for another no communication separation video, those, I think I'm going to do one either tomorrow or at some point this weekend. So that will be rolling out. I know that you guys really enjoy that, to kind of understand what's going on with that partnership. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say for the day. I wish you guys the best, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.